Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to UCC, man.
Oh, say it.
We out here. It's your boy Sep.
It's JJ.
And it's Javi.
Man, yo, what episode?
What up?
What episode are we on?
This is episode 41.
Woo!
41. Jesus Christ, yo.
Came a long way.
And a year anniversary in there as well.
Yeah, it was
Past-
a year.
past
yeah,
due.
a few
But-
months ago. A couple months ago.
41 episodes in a year and a month.
41, man. That's
A
crazy.
month or two. But hey, we out here.
And we made it.
Yeah.
We're making it happen.
Appreciate all y'all for listening in and just being a part of this journey. You know what I mean? This is still just the beginning. Just the start.
Very true. Very true.
Like,
Yeah.
just like the industry, the marijuana industry, the cannabis industry, the weed industry in Utah.
Ganja.
Today, we're going to talk about an article that just came out, and it's gaining quite a bit of leeway between people, and
Getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of comments, on Instagram about it.
A lot of mixed reviews, opinions, but what does the article say though?
So right here, let me pull it up because I sent it to y'all earlier. I'm pretty sure, right? Yes.
Interesting article,
Get it,
man.
get it.
Fox 13 now. I think it was Ben Wislow did this. New poll shows half of Utahns now support legalizing recreational marijuana.
Ooh, you heard it here first.
And the key word in there is recreational. You know what I mean? Like this, we have medicinal marijuana right now, and now they're talking about 50%. I didn't do this poll, did you?
I didn't.
Did you do this poll? And I don't know anybody who did, but that would be even more votes to saying yes. You know what I mean? So I believe that this 50% is actually somewhere in the 80s.
Oh, okay. Shooting high, yeah.
Yeah, I really do, because I don't think,
Yeah.
this is just from Fox 13 News. Who did they ask? How many people?
Who did the poll?
Let's say the poll.
I think it was the
paid,
Utah Patients Coalition.
Yeah, the poll paid for by the Utah Patients Coalition and conducted by Noble Predictive Insights earlier this month found 50% of Utah voters would support recreational cannabis. Another 38% of Utahns surveyed support medical cannabis only, and 9% believe cannabis should be illegal entirely. And then 3% were not sure. We did this just to see where we were. Desiree Hennessy, the executive director of the Utah Patients Coalition, told Fox 13 News on Monday. The Noble poll found there's more support for recreational marijuana among younger voters, 60%, while those over the age of 65 are only supportive of medical cannabis. Only 29% of voters 65 and up support recreational cannabis. And it's like, they still don't tell us how many people, like numbers wise, filled this poll out. It just says percentage. It's like 60% of how many numbers?
Yeah.
2,000?
And it's sometimes hard to really tell. 'Cause
And
you don't
who
really
listens
know.
to Fox 13? Who,
Right.
who got, it's probably a lot of conservative people, and they still believe 50%.
Well, if it's 50% of conservatives,
Exactly.
hey, guess what? It's 100% of everyone else. No, I'm just playing. But
But,
I
I have
are
a
great
point there.
numbers. Those are great numbers because guess what? We're basically over a huge challenge or hurdle in as far as cannabis goes. We're able to, I guess, convince or show 50% of people in Utah, like it's saying, that cannabis has benefits, whether they're medicinal, whether they're recreational, or whether people just want to be able to use their product in peace and just live their lives as they want. It doesn't matter which one. We already have a medical cannabis program.
Right.
and I think
We're
that's-
already more than halfway there.
I feel like the poll kind of missed that a little bit. That like a lot of people online don't know that there's like a medical program, maybe.
No, there's a lot of people. I mean,
Because like in the comments when I was reading, like people were like, "Oh, this shouldn't even be allowed in our state. We don't want to vote this in. And then some people are like, you do realize this is already here. Now we're moving on to the next conversation.
Right.
It's not even to have cannabis in Utah. It's cannabis is already here in Utah. It's what's the next question? Can we deschedule it? Do we decriminalize it? Do we legalize it? And that's
Legalize
the question
home
now.
grow.
Right, and that's where people. Those are like the real questions. I feel like that we should be asking now, because if we're gonna keep constantly trying to revisit the should we legalize it? Should we legalize it? Like, it's already here. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's technically medically legal. Right now, the forefront is how can we like.
I'm
open,
medicated right now.
Yeah, how can we open up? You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
I'm medicated right now.
So, like, what do you guys think about like public consumption? Do you think cannabis should fall within the regulations of alcohol, where you can't consume it publicly? It has to be in a restricted area, or like cigarettes, you can just like go outside of your house and just or like let's say lagoon, it has to be a designated area where you can't just like.
Let's do it lagoon style. Like,
Or like
use like
sidewalk,
when there's lounges,
The
there's
smoke box.
lounges,
Because
there's
Because
bus
people used to do
stops.
paper bag, right? To
Oh,
cover
yeah,
up the
of
paper
course.
bag for alcohol back in the day. So
Yeah.
do you think people?
Well, I mean,
you think
people
that
would
should
just
be
be
what-
smoking outside, like
Right.
they'll be
Yeah.
just smoking
But
a
do you
joint,
think? But a lot of people are complaining about the smell and stuff coming to Utah.
I
People
think
can't
it's like
handle it.
be mindful, and should we make laws to punish the people, that are smoking in people's faces? It's like,
Because if I'm in the park and it's like open and,
And
then
your
someone's like
son's right
trying
there.
to like what I
Yeah,
mean?
like
What
it's a-
happens?
you got your
Right.
kids, and people are just like, "Ooh,
Is
I'm
that
gonna
like
hit a
a-
bong in this girl's face at the park." You're like,
Yeah.
"No, I don't really agree with that."
But it's
that's-
also one of those. It's like an open area.
Yeah.
To be treated like someone just publicly smoking.
I
right?
think
You
it's
know what I
like
mean?
be mindful.
Yeah.
Maybe give it
I-
like a 20-foot radius.
'Cause I feel like
think
that's the
that
next
is-
conversation. Is the
That is why
public
the
consumption.
designated areas work, because
Yeah.
it's like everybody knows that's where you're smoking.
And if you don't like the
And-
smoke, stay away from the area.
Literally, and it's like keep it out of the path of like where children
Have
or
to walk
pets or
through,
whatever
yeah.
or whatever go through, and problem solved. Or just like have lounges, or you do it at home.
Like, can you imagine going to a bar and then they're like the ID certifies that you can drink and consume cannabis in the back of the bar? Because the ID now covers a 21 plus. You're in a
Yeah.
private area. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a permitted area to publicly consume. And
Well,
I think it
if
should
you're over
definitely-
21 legal, like in a rec state, like it's like you can't.
Yeah.
It's just like alcohol.
I think it should, be just like alcohol, 21 and up. And if you want to go medicinal, then there has to be certain qualifications. And possibly 16. I wouldn't want to give it, 16-year-old cannabis. I'd want to wait until they're older. And like 18 would be a little more lenient. Still medicinal, not recreational, but 21 and up for rec, just like beer.
I mean, having a rec market here could have its benefits, but also its cons. A big benefit that I could see from that is the market opening up to new vendors, new brands, new products, and bringing price points down to a good affordable level for all types of patients.
But still
You know?
bringing money in, because you're still bringing all these other customers.
right, you're not just kidding. To all
Not
these,
just
like,
patients.
big
Exactly.
companies too that can come in and just like take up the market space.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You're gonna take up like 4 dispensaries.
So
or
then
5,
once-
Half
you
the
know what I
dispensaries in the
mean?
state.
And in the state's like,
So
okay.
prices are maybe dropping, but now you're
know.
paying your employees even more because you have this much influx of customers.
Well, and it
And
also
products,
separates
you
those
know.
that
Products,
like
yeah.
are here for those that really want it. If you were to go like big rec, you know what I mean, and people can be allowed to grow. Like, I'm sure not everyone can grow or want to grow, but those that would put some pressure on the industry a little bit, because now there's like, oh yeah, I can finally grow my own fire. I can create my own,
True. And start your own
medicine,
business.
start my own,
and have a small business that you cater to, and you make a decent living off
Like, they
of.
should make licenses for like, not saying like minority,
batch.
but like small, like
batch.
people that don't have access to the industry. That's not easy. You know what I'm saying? So let's say like
Yeah.
educational people like us, that want to get in the industry. How can we get in if we don't have the money? How can we apply for licenses? And now we're funded by the government to actually run something. It's not fair because all these companies have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to play the game.
Yeah, from other things.
Exactly, and they're MSOs. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if the state continues to go that route, like it's going to be pretty bad.
I think we could turn it off.
Do you guys really think though that half of Utahns are doing more like 75?
Oh, I think
close
yeah,
to
like
60?
what JJ said, 70.
Yeah,
I say it was
70.
at least 70. At least 70, bro.
70.
Because we're surrounded by recreational states, medical states. People are moving here from those states. They're used to having cannabis in their lives, even if they're not even at like like all the everyday smokers, like they might buy a pre-roll once in a while, or they just exactly, they'll have some gummies, they'll buy a bong, they partake in the culture just like somebody who like partakes in gardening, but some other people don't, and drinking alcohol, but some other people don't, some do it just a little bit. All of this, like, it's all in moderation, but honestly I just feel like you said, asking the right questions, asking the right questions and doing the right polls, because yes, we already have a program.
Right, because you're going to keep revisiting that same
that
question all the time. You're just going to be like, should we legalize it? It's like, what are you going to do? End up like Thailand and then just like ban people now all of a sudden, and now you have like an influx of people that can't have access to their medicine. Now you've created a barrier to entry. Now you've created an oversaturated corporate market, overpriced, under quality. So the questions need to be
is the biggest thing.
So the questions that need to be asked are Utah's is Utah's medical market up to standards? You know what I mean? Is Utah's medical market serving its patients correctly? The secret behind Utah's market, and is it really for there's no investigative
Netflix documentary, dude.
but it's crazy how because if it gets any deeper, and this state knows what they're doing. This state's one of the biggest real estate owners in the world.
You said it here. You heard
this
it here.
State knows what they're doing. So when it comes to cannabis, it's like, okay, let's allow these big MSOs to come in. And I'm grateful for the new generation that's continuing to push for that fight of cannabis. You know what I'm saying? To be here. Because no one's loud about the opioids. As loud. When it comes to cannabis, it's like, oh, no smell. But as long as I don't see the guy down the street on opioids, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because cannabis is less.
That's so true.
It's like I don't.
It's harder to hide cannabis, bro. When you see somebody slumped, you're like, oh, they're just tired.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They're not.
But
They're not
if you
affecting me.
smell this smoke and it's and this guy has red bloodshot eyes, and you're just like, oh my gosh,
I feel like the judgment of you walking down Stone is so much higher than someone slumped across the street.
Yeah, it is because.
Oh yeah.
Because someone looks at you and you're like, dude, you should be alert, you freaking lazy stoner. But for them, looking at that person's already drugged out mind. For them, they're like, yeah, that guy's cracked out. But for you, it's like, oh, you freaking
try harder.
Red-eyed stoner. Yeah, you know what I mean? You have to choose weed. You know what I mean? That's what you feel like sometimes. And people here really know how to make you feel like that. At least that's how I feel when I'm in my apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. But I wouldn't have to feel like that if people were more educated in our market. Just like we need hash. We need more concentrate. People are not educated on concentrate because of flame to flower. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, that, and also the fact that it's just no flame to flower, which means people will probably should be using concentrates more, but they
just
don't.
Like they said at Emerald Cup when we were at Emerald Cup.
Yeah,
and we were like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Because they don't have. Well, I would say they're getting better quality product now. There's better quality product coming out now in the Utah market as far as concentrates go.
Tell them what happened at Emerald Cup because they didn't hear that.
Well, what happened at Emerald Cup is we told some people that we met there
there was no
that
flame
there
to
was
flower.
no flame to flower, and so they automatically said, oh well, then the concentrate market must be booming out there. It's just like, well, no, it's not, because there's product out here for $90 a gram, $80 a gram, which is not
it's
like
good.
A processor's fault. It's just the fact that there's 4 or 5 of them or whatever, 10 of them in the whole state. And it's just like the fact that, and it barely kind of happened. Like, I think quality concentrates in Utah
It's like
really
in-
came like
within
as
the
a
year.
standard, yeah, literally like a year and a half or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
it
was
wasn't the whole
all
time.
shatter.
It wasn't the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, shit. Yeah.
Up until a year and a half, like it's like things changed and the standard was set differently, and it's just like, well, for no flame to flower program to have its concentrate market fucking be lacking for the first like 2 years, 3 years. I was just like, what? Like that doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make any sense. Nobody did their homework here.
Exactly. Nobody did their
Nobody did
No,
their
for
research.
real. And that's where we need you guys to come in. You know what I mean? So if
Yeah,
you're
be
out
louder.
there, yeah, be part of those polls. If you see polls about cannabis,
Hop
Take
on
'em.
that.
participate in the conversation.
Be louder than the flower.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Higher power. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Life elevated.
You know
High
what
power.
I'm saying? But if you're in Utah and you're consuming, yeah, just continue to support the market in terms of like buying the good stuff. This is how we like put pressure.
And we'll tell you what the good stuff is.
Yeah,
Here at UCC.
you hear it all
know
the
what I mean?
time. What it is?
Yeah.
whether
What's
it's a
something you guys
smoke.
are liking on right now? Like,
Man, some flour. Yo, I'm gonna have to shout out Beehive, man, for that Nimbus snacks, man. It's going in right now. It's a pretty good.
I had that
sativa.
one. I like Nimbus snacks.
Some terpenoline up in that, which is really good. Coming in at like that, 1% terps, but they're a little lower line, but it's affordable because it was like 5 grams for $50 on their Monday sale.
Yeah.
oh,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
Sales.
At farmers market.
Sales, guys.
And that's why
Get on them
it pays
sales.
to get a med card, guys. It's not to be like, oh, the dispenser's expensive, but you get a peace of mind knowing that you can spend your money on some good stuff.
That's
A
safe.
little bit that's safe.
You
It's
know,
medical grade.
You know what I'm saying?
Fentanyl free.
Fentanyl free
free.
and cross contaminated, dog.
Hey, for real, man.
You know what I'm saying?
grown.
I was
right,
just
grown in a
smoking
controlled environment.
some Betty Pez sours.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super tasty.
Sours,
Yeah.
man.
I was looking to try that one, but
Very,
I also
very cerebral. Just got me going, Just like boom, boom. Got me stepping. I was
Come
like,
on.
yeah.
Come on. I like
damn,
that.
bro. That sounds
Got,
like the
got my
Jamba
briefcase
Juice.
and I was like, I'm ready to go have a podcast, bro. Like,
Hey.
I'm gonna go home real quick.
well, yeah,
Just
'cause-
roast the whole bowl.
I did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe another one.
But Abby was there and she's like, "Can you get flour before you come home?" I'm like, "Bet."
Man, I ain't mad at you for
I
that.
was going to anyways.
I'm mad at you for
Freaking
that.
go, dude.
But yo, I wanna shout out Betty too, because I tried the Jamba Juice just recently.
Yeah? Tasty, huh? Yeah, tasty.
Dude, that Jamba Juice.
Dude, I've been
It's
loving on the
amazing,
magic.
dude.
But still, but same
same
genetics.
same genetics.
Genetics.
Dude, but oof, man, that Jamba Juice is super tasty.
Tasty.
Super tasty. The nugs
Nugs
on
are
them,
big,
beautiful,
yeah.
big, shaped very nicely. Like has
go.
great color to it, and
Let's
the
go.
smell is just oof, like it's like a fruit basket, like
Come
a
on.
citrus fruit basket.
Dude, it really
Right?
smells like a
Super
Jamba Juice
juice.
shake.
Yeah, high terpenoline. I think pinene as well and limonene, but like it's like yo, ooh, we smoked that and then we stepped out. Hit the rave, hit the Black Void.
Nice,
Shout out Black Void.
Black Void.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
Hey, you going to get freaky or what?
We going to get freaky, yo.
Friday?
For real?
Tomorrow?
Saturday.
I'm
Oh,
going
we're
I
Friday.
thought you were going Saturday. I will.
Y'all hear that?
We're
Catch
around this-
UCC again.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Catch
we know how to
UCC out
party.
here.
Let's go.
But hey, yo, this was a great episode.
Yeah, grateful, man. Thank you guys for bringing up the conversation and the topic, man.
Yeah.
It's important to talk about it.
It's important. Super
Yeah,
important.
what do you guys think about recreational cannabis?
Yeah.
Are you guys for it or against it?
Let us know.
Let us know. We'll have a little poll down below.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're listening on Spotify, it'll be there.
Yeah, man. Continue to listen. Continue
Yeah,
to
continue
support
to
us.
follow. If you're not following us on already on IG, join the club on
Come
Instagram
on.
at utah.cannabis.club.
Let's go.
If you have a Twitter or X or whatever you like to call it, it's at UT Cannabis Club. Yeah, follow us everywhere.
Come
Make sure
on.
you share the
Everywhere.
podcast. Appreciate y'all for listening in. Again, peace out, y'all. This is JJ.
It's your boy Shap.
Is this Javi?
Yeah.
UCC
What it is.
Peace out, y'all.
UCC in the club tonight. We going crazy, yeah. All the girls about to fight over us. What's up? We out here big stepping cuss. What? Break it down real quick, bud. That was crazy.
UCC in the house, man. Come on now. Hey, that's gonna be the intro right there for the next episode.
That's gonna be that for real.